All right, so yeah, we're live, and you can hear me. I can see all your comments there already. So got Kevin in the house from Dallas, Rome Ross in the house. That's me there, Kevin again. Just got my shipping quote, $190. Yeah, mine was. You're lucky there, buddy. Mine was $350. Adam in the house. I'll check over your videos later, buddy. I've got them on my PC. Got the more one and the Vader one. I've got to go through those. Collectible Kingdom, Robbie in the house, and Solace Reviews. So we have Sean in the house, and then Dirty Alfred. Hope you made it to the post office, Dirty Alfred, because I want to play that game. There you go. He just commented as I said it. All right, so what I've done is this box is empty now, but I've got the box down there. This box was really, really heavy. It's I'm not going to convert for you Americans, but this was listed as 28.3 kilos gross and 22.5 net. So it's pretty heavy. It's a pretty big box as well. 67 centimeters by 56.5 by 78.5. So it's a huge box. To get this out, I struggled quite a bit, and I needed help. I had to ask for help, and I wasn't ashamed to. And then also they've done it a bit differently this time. And the bust before came in a bigger box than this. This box is tiny. So this is only 4 kilos, 2.7 net. And then you've got 32.2 centimeters by 27 by 45.2. So this one's pretty small. So I left it in the box for now. One of the other things I want to point out is they've finally come up with an idea to deal with these foam corners, which are always a pain in the ass to put on when you're trying to rebox stuff. So what they've done now is they've cut out these corners, and the things slide in nice and easy now. So that's actually quite good and quite simple to adjust that. So I just wanted to add to that. And then also what you do get is another thing I was quite pleasantly surprised with is you actually get a calendar. So 2020 calendar, I mean, it's already May, so we're quite a way through, and you get this. I was quite disappointed because there's no Guyver, and I was kind of doing it as trying to build up to it. So my birthday's October, so I was kind of going like, all right, so January, February, March, and then getting to the end, and I'm thinking, all right, we're right near the end now. We could have a Guyver, but there wasn't a Guyver anywhere in there, so I was quite disappointed. My month is Red Sonja, which is not terrible. Right, then you get the advert for the Atom Mega Blast, which I'm not really interested in at the moment. I do find that literally all the other ones, apart from the actual Guyver units, so you've got the Guyver 0, the Guyver 1, and the Guyver 3, which their bases are pretty epic. I mean, the Guyver 0 has the T-Rex, the Guyver 1 has the Ramuth, and then the Guyver 3 has the Gregor. So they're all pretty much like dioramas. But then with the kind of like the Guyver Gigantic and the Dark and the Atom, the bases I think are just quite crap. So I'm not really into those to be honest. Sean's coming in saying, yeah, that's £60. Converting it for me there. XP exclusive, so that's Andy in the house. Okay, let's get this unboxing done. Chris K in the house. Untouchable Cantu. And Sinu Emmanuel. I'm not going to try and say your name because it's all those Greek characters which I don't even know what they mean. Spider-Man 1929, yo. Omar in the house, hope your back's doing well, buddy. Right, let's go to this. What I do is the instructions actually seem like it's actually more pieces than the original Guyver one. The Gregor actually has more pieces that come off, but then in all fairness, the Ramuth's hand is cut off and separate, so you have that. So what we do, so just have a quick, fuck me, there's 22. It's 22 things to do. Well, we'll put that to one side because I don't normally look at them. I know most people are probably watching this to see if I actually break it. Great curtains in the house. Right, left this one in. Great box, great artwork again. You've got the unit there, so the abdomen, the chest, and that'd be actually great to have on display at the back of them. Yeah, very nice. So, what I do then? Actually, been watching some of the Guyvers. I'm trying to get my girlfriend to watch it, but she says it's crap and it's boring. So she's lost a lot of brownie points lately. And I have to say that we're watching the one which is the 26th part, and I've watched the first 7 episodes. And normally when I go back to the original, I always watch the first 6. And I have to say the first 6 of the original are much, much better than the first 7 of the newer version. I just saw the enzyme fight, and I rewatched the enzyme fight from the older one, thinking it was like a nostalgia thing, and I remembered it better. But the fight is much better in the original. The fight is much, much better, and I think the original one. I mean, I have an attachment to it, but it's definitely better for me. I know that. Who was I talking to about? Brandon Reeves. I know he's a big fan, and he prefers the kind of remake. I think he prefers that because he's a big fan of Guyver too. Because in the actual original one, Guyver 2 dies pretty straight away. It's just great shit. Also noticed an error when I was watching the DVD that they call the episode Inspector Risker instead of Lisker. Anyway. Alright. You can see something right there, that's no good. Okay, I think there's something broken already. There's something here. It's like a little red, it looks like an eye. Just put that to one side for now. Might be an easy fix. Right, this is the bust for the arms crossed. And it's big. It's actually, I think Guyver 3 is a bit bigger than Guyver 1. So you got the Sonic Blade here. I'm nervous here. It's like I've had about 10 copies. Right. Yeah, you got the Sonic Blades here. These are a bit more detailed than the Guyver. This actually is the edge of that is the paint will come off where it's been like dinked. So probably had this box all thrown all over the shop. Let's take out the Guyver. Right, so where do we grab? Okay, these two parts are separate, but they're in the box looking like they're joined. Of course, because they do go on the bust. Yeah, his eyes come out. I'll have to see if I can get that back in. Just like it looks like it just slots back in, but yeah, quite surprised they didn't put these spikes actually separate, because that'd be quite an easy thing to do. Looks pretty cool. Let me just put them to one side for now. Take out the bust. From memory, this looks like this actually has a lot more colours, a lot more of the sort of purpley kind of pops on this more than the Guyver 1. With the Guyver 1, it's more of like an iridescent look, so that when you look at it in the light, it kind of changes. Okay, so nice, very nice. I mean, I don't think the paint's as clean as the original one, but still really nice. And then you've got the underneath here where it looks like their biro run out. So it's number 78, and it looks like the pen was running out when they were writing it. Yeah, so that's that. Just put that down and get the box out of the way. don't even know what they bought. There's a coffee there. I don't know why they're bothering with the instructions. That goes there, and then that goes there. So that's the switch out bust. I don't know if the actual detailing kind of pops as much, because obviously he's darker. In the anime, he is quite like a purpley hue, and I think they should have done more where that does that in the light. But yeah, I do like it. But yeah, let me just put that to one side and get him out. I don't really want to come down here, so if you come around, actually I can tell you, well, just to show the stuff. So this base is, I'm just showing on this other screen, so I'm just going to be over here for a second. But this base is absolutely huge, and I have no idea where this is going to go. And then this is going to be the actual Guyver here. This shot's for the ladies. So that's the underside. It's upside down, I'm not flipping it around. So that's the underside of it. And this base is 45 centimeters circle, and this piece basically goes on there. This is like it's made for this. So this, but the diameter is going to be more because obviously overhang all the edges. Fucking hell, this is huge. Yeah, I'm fucked. I don't know where this is going. That's fucking awesome. The hole where he's been shot with the, I'm assuming the one on his forehead, the Guyver's forehead, he's shot out with, goes straight through his neck and comes out the other side. That is awesome. That is really cool. I mean, I've been to a lot of conventions and I've seen a lot of the Prime 1 prototypes in Thailand and in Japan, but I actually was either lucky or not lucky where I never got to see any of the Guyver's prototype level, and I quite like that because it doesn't ruin the surprise for me. But this base is epic. Almost reminds me of that One Punch Man piece where he's punching that monster. Where the fuck is his head? So it's there. Head's quite light. Actually, it's not that. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. You see how that? Yeah, the head's. I don't know if this light's too bright, it kind of bleaches it. So this is the piece. It's done in quite a weird way actually, where you can see this sort of seam here where they've obviously done the parts of the mouth separately. So you know, there's more detail. I'm glad on this one, on the Ramoof, there was a really bad part here, which I really didn't like. And then also, I did just see something I didn't like. I guess some of these, you can see where these horns have been stuck on there. And you can't really probably pick up on light, but it's not too bad because it could look like a sculpt line. But again, on the Ramoof here, where the teeth were stuck in, the edges of the teeth kind of parts on him are quite bad, but this is done much better. Much better. Okay, so whew. New coffee table centerpiece. I don't think my girlfriend would be too happy about that.
No comment.
So yeah, that's him. Joyen is not too bad actually, because he's got these like creases on the back of his head, like lizard-like, and the underside could be bad, but again, you're not really going to see that. You know, from any angle you're ever going to display that, so that's not going to be an issue with that. Some of the paint on here with the base and the rock, and so the body and the rock, there is a bit of overspray around there, but again, I don't really think you're going to see it once the Guyver 3 is in place and the kind of position that you're going to display it from. So I don't really think it'll be that bad. All right, let's move on. We've got some colour pegs in there as well, which I'll probably need. So we will go that way. Yep, fits like a glove. There you go, straight in there. Next up, we want his left arm. That one. Nails are great. Nails are done very similar again to the kind of Rammolf nails, where the Rammolf one has more of the kind of brown tinge into then this kind of dirty yellowy kind of a look, but then this one has more of like the black and goes into a green and then the yellow. Really nice. Again, go that way. Steady. That could fit a bit better, but again, we'll have a look. But the thing is, the join there could be better, but I don't think. I think it's all to do with when you're displaying it. I might have to work out a way just to take this off, and I might be able to display it because this piece takes up a lot of room. Next up, we want then his. What the fuck is this talking about? What the fuck? Let's put two pieces together. So, we want his other arm. Don't like that, but it's just me. I hate when they do that with the sculpting, where you have two fingers or body parts. Normally happens on arms and legs, under the knee and the armpit. But I don't like the way that the fingers are joined and there's not the sculpting separation there. But then I guess they could say that does add strength to the pieces because you put it together. But always get then that bad like clump of paint, there. Yeah. So, what was this saying to do? Take his arm. So you want it that way. Oh, I see. Okay. So with this, his arm, there's like a groove here, and then his forearm kind of sits into it, and then like that. So you're going to. So where does this even go now? It does go into here. And so that goes in there. But then what it's saying is when you probably put them in together, so you take that back out, put that into that, and then go in together. If that makes sense, like that. So he's kind of holding it. No, that's not right because oh, I see what they're saying. Okay. So that needs to be the fingers. Be careful. So the thumb needs to, okay. So you need to get it. So then all the fingers, that's actually what it's like. So there's all those grooves, like there, forearm, palm. So you put that like that. And then you kind of like get it in. It's very fiddly actually. And once you get it in there, it's quite sturdy. So you have that like that, and then together like that. Okay, that's cool. And then that just like gives it more stability, and it also adds to the piece there. That's quite nice. Okay, that's not too bad. Where's it going to go, Robbie? I have no fucking idea. Daniel, I'm sorry, buddy. This is why your piece is going to be late delivered. They don't do the cloth with the Guyver 3. No, Guyver 1 had like a faux silk, so like probably like a polyester wrapped around all the pieces, which I think it does help because I know there's issues sometimes with wax paper scuffing paint if they put it on too early. So and also it gives it a bit more of a premium feel. But I've gone back to wax paper with this. So so this is just basically one peg, foot straight in, perfect. no issues fitting that in there. There you go. Let's go straight on here, like that. Got a bit like something here. Yeah, a bit of a scuff there. There's his, yeah, that's that. That fits really shit. Yeah, that's wobbly as fuck. Yeah, that's fucking shit. That's much better. Fucking that fits like a glove, unless I was fucking chipped and actually that one fits on there better. Okay, do that then. Next up, arms. How many fucking arms is it? There's got 5 arms. So you go double fisted. Sounds like a normal Saturday night. So there you go, that's that one. Cool. It's still a bit wobbly. I don't think this Guyver one I recall fitting beautifully. I love the gloss on here. That's really nice on the kind of the Under Armour parts. So like it's kind of like a muscle. It looks like muscle there. That's really good. The effect on that. That one fits great. Okay, so I just realised I can fucking turn the gain up. Customs was I think it was £220. So what's that, about $260? Maybe a bit more. It's $270. All right, now you've got the frequency blades here. Okay. Whew. All right. Okay, that'll wrap separate. I was about to say that I'm not really happy about them wrapping them all together like that, but they're all wrapped individually, so that's not too bad. I think with Guyver 3, with Guyver 1, he only has the one frequency blade. Guyver 3's on the 2, and then with Guyver 1 you get kind of big ones, and then you get the small ones if you don't want them. So these are all colour coded. Blue, red, no, fucking hell, no. That's not a good sign. If they're going together and they're both red, that ain't a good sign, because they should be, if they're the same colour, they should be polarised. So that well ain't a good sign. Shit. Okay, so red. Oh, unless it's like red that way. And then they do the polarization so that, okay, that's not bad. It's just the red indicates his right arm rather than being there, because that ain't going in there. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's actually, okay, that's a good call in, Prime. I'll take that back. So you got that. And then again, same thing. So 2 with none, going obviously, then this with none, so you have to work out. Smaller one goes there, bigger one goes there. Okay. All right. Then, so you got 5 arms, which I'm not going to fuck around with all these arms. Oh my fucking lord. Fuck my life. Guyver 1 was way easier. Then I've got a packet of, I think this looks like rebar. So this looks like all the bar, the kind of bits coming out of the cement. Yeah, no. Pokemon do love doing this. They do this on like Anti-Venom and a few other pieces, and sometimes some of them don't look too great. I don't know if it's necessary to have this many, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll put it on, see how it goes. Fucking hell. Fucking Christmas factor. Light blue. There. So light blue is down here. I'm not even going to bother the instructions of this because by the time I look at this and look at that, and then whatever is going to be the same anyway. So yellow. That's a bit wobbly. Yellow. 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 I could be around there. Nope. We'll come back to that one. Or look at you. Maybe I do need to consult the instructions. And then you have white, goes next to his finger. So the white one goes here. We can get around the right angle. Unless it is that loose, which is worrying. Yeah, that's not great. Red. So it goes down there. And there's another red actually. Fucking stupid, they have more than one of the same. Okay, white, and there's another white. So it goes there. Red there. Yellow and blue. So blue. Oh, the reason why I couldn't find the yellow is it ain't fucking painted. So yellow goes. So this one here, the back of where his hand's holding it. I'm assuming because there's no paint in it. Oh my god! There you go. Doesn't really. I don't know if it goes there. Oh, actually, the instruction manuals are fucking shit anyway for those. Yeah, the instruction manuals are well crap on them. Okay, so that's the big edge. It's got to go like that. That's like. So yeah, that's them on there. But again, I don't like that at all. I don't like the way that goes on there. That one's fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. That one wobbly as fuck. These ones again. Yeah, you have to have this behind glass if you're going to use these things because they're wobbly as fuck. These blades wobbly again. I mean, like, yeah, that one's better on there, but that one when it was on here was really bad. Okay. So this is the first pose, and Hellboy. Ordered custom sworn Hellboy. You got me wanting a new statue. Old Pop Culture Myers actually looks really nice. Yeah, it's fine. All right. What I might try. I don't know if I get the extension cable over here. Can I unplug your shit?
Yeah.
Right, so what I do is, I mean, obviously when all this lockdown shit happens, eases up a bit, we'll get Gio over, we'll do the proper review of it, we'll get Gio's view of it. My first impression of it is I do really like it. I think it's an awesome piece, and again, I was quite fortunate because I saved up all of my my points on this, so I had $747 in points to use. So for me, you know, the cost after that was around $500, and then it was shipping of $350, and then tax of about $275. So whatever that adds up to, so what's that? 2 servers, I don't know. It's about $1,000. So just over $1,000. So about $1,100 for this after reductions for me, and it does sound like a lot, but I do think that the Guyver one is, for me, a better piece. I mean, I don't know whether it's because as well I'm more of more of a fan. I don't know if there's more of a fan of the Guyver one in general, but I just think some of the work on this is if some of the joins aren't as good, just some of the areas are a bit more, they're just a bit wobbly. I've got a few scuffs on this here. On the back of his leg, I've got a scuff. Actually looks like paint splash. So I'm not really happy about that, especially for the price. You shouldn't have them issues. I think the Gregor looks actually a bit more kind of flat than the Ramouf does. I think the greens look a bit bleached and a bit washed out, rather than the kind of vibrant that they look like on the images. Also, I need to kind of work out the eye. I don't know if it'll just slot back in. I might have to glue that back in. Again, that's a little frustrating. It's not a big deal, but it's just frustrating. And then again, the chip on the top of his kind of aerial thing. Overall, I mean, the piece is huge. The piece is absolutely massive. I'm going to have to work out where it goes. I'm actually really glad it fits on this base, because I don't actually think I put the Guyver one on one of these bases before. So, I do think that it does look great on there. It goes around nice. I mean, I'm not going to do this now. I'm not going to put the busts on. I'm not going to do all that. But yeah, first impressions. I think it's good. I think it's a good accompanying piece with the Guyver one, but I feel like there's been a little bit of a drop in some quality on some areas. Not drastic. I mean, in all honesty, the Guyver one is probably, because of the attachment as well, but I think is one of the best execute pieces out there. I think it's definitely, for me, Primon's best piece. And I just think that obviously that's tough to follow. So, I think, yeah, that's the case. But overall, yeah, I'm very, very happy. I'm going to have a little play around. I'm going to do the other poses. I'm going to see if I can get some of this white shit off. I don't know if it looks like paint. I don't know if it's a scuff. And then I'm going to see what happens out there as well. So yeah, I just think a bit of a quality lag. But anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for watching today, Alfred. Same as Siri, not bad, but Primon's quality has dropped since last year. Seems like you're undecided on the piece. I think my expectations are really high. I don't think it's about being undecided. I think because of the quality of the Guyver one. I mean, this area, the base kind of like, is exactly the same piece really. It's actually the same sculpt on the unit. I just think that Gregor muted, and some of the joins a bit worse. I think on Guyver one, the only two elements which bothered me were there was a joint on the tree and on his jaw, where you saw the way the dentures were put in. Just on this one, I've just had a few. Again, the eye right at the beginning, it's kind of bothering me, and that's on my mind. That what if I can't get it back in? I'm gonna have to fucking go around and hassle of getting a replacement of that. And I know Prime One is a fucking ball ache to get replacements from. So, and then just these really wobbly reed bar bits. I'm not a fan at all on any piece that they use these reed bars on. Venom, the anti-venom, and some of the other pieces where they use them, they're crap in that and they're crap on this, and they're just like, I don't think they add to it. I think they cheapen it a bit. But I'm not. I'm trying to look at it as well from objective side as well, because of the fact I'm a huge Guyver fan, and I don't want to be one of those people who just say it's fucking amazing, it's perfect, because I am biased in that respect. So I'm trying to find the kind of flaws with it in that way as well, which I always do. And normally Gary, George, Mike, all those people, when they bring stuff over, they absolutely hate the fact that I always find all the little flaws, because then they can't see them. What I'm going to do then is I'll wrap up there, and yeah, I'll finish up there. But yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. thanks for Natalia and the camera. I don't know how good it was. I may take away that thank you later if she's shaky as fuck. But yeah, that pillar takes too much space. That'll be my main complaint. Yeah, I mean that pillar makes the depth to 63 centimeters. So for me, that pillar, so I may have to work out something, because I was hoping the depth was from regular coming out, and in that way I could have displayed it. With that pillar being there, I don't think I can, because it's just going to be hanging out too much. But yeah, I agree. The pillar, it's cool, but I don't know if it's necessary. You could easily cut a load of that off. There you have it. Sort of their backlog. Brian Walk looks great for the vid. No, don't. I mean, he's great. I'm just still. Again, that's one of the reasons I wasn't sure about doing the unboxing videos, because it's kind of, you don't have time for it to sink in, so you're looking at it and you're trying to process it while you're filming and trying to focus on the filming, and then when you then turn off the camera, you can kind of relax and look it over. So I am still trying to process it, and I'm happy with it. I'm definitely keeping it. So I just may need to just look over these little elements of these flaws. Hey Austin, see you buddy. Didn't break anything. The girlfriend done, bro, you need a bigger house. There's actually like quite a big house, so it's just I don't really want to spread out of the actual collection room. Yep, so that's Chris, Sci-Fi, nice statue. Nice to see you live boxing. See you later, buddy. Congratulations, take care. Yeah, there you go. The All-Mac turntable I got from Thailand. So it was from Toy King's store, the XM store in Thailand. And while I was talking to the owner TK, I've just noticed here actually the owner TK, I bought one off him. They also do, this is the 45 centimeter, which is about, what's that in inches? 45 centimeters in inches. No, about, I think it's about 15, 16. And then they do a 60, so they do a really big one. I just noticed actually on the bottom, under one of these areas, the actual bottom, I don't know what you call it, the artwork piece on the bottom is well stuck on wrong on that part there. Anyway, I'm going to finish there. Thanks guys, take care, peace.